Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 34 of Forgecraft. Hanging out by myself today. You guys get to deal with just me. I am spawning blazes for a particularly good reason. Yay! A few more blaze rods, couldn't hurt. Back to the workshop. Gonna grind them up like so. Nice. So, I don't know if it was me or T-Love, but it was probably me. Accidentally left our crystal on overnight, and I think we also left wither skeletons. No, we must not have left wither skeletons because we don't have a lot of skulls going on there. I don't know how or why, but basically like our crystal burned out over the course of the night. So I need to get a new one going, which is a good time to test some of the automation that I did. So we're gonna pop down here. See, crystal dead. So I guess one thing, and I also made this off camera. We saw this earlier, the advanced wither, the advanced inventory control panel. So first off, you need a regular inventory panel remote, which is an inventory panel, Ender IO, and dark pressure plate. Inventory panel being that. And then you upgrade it with a dimensional transceiver. So the basic one can only work from 10 chunks away, which, to be honest with you, I'm not that often 10 chunks away, so I probably could have stuck with a basic one, but I decided to go with the advanced one. It's anywhere in the same dimension. So that's kind of cool. So we want to get this guy. Yeah, he definitely burned out a little bit faster than I had hoped he would. Now, his numbers are important to me. So efficiency, strength, and purity. So strength was 70. Efficiency was 57. Strength is how much total RF we're going to get out of the crystal. Efficiency is how much RF per tick we're getting, and then purity relates to how much poisoning of the environment we're going to do. Speaking of poisoning the environment, did we poison the environment? Doesn't look like it. The land around here looks pretty okay. So that's good at least. We didn't have any like really bad effects. I don't even know where my radiation detector is, but now I do. So we're going to get the laser going here first. First, I'm going to dump this in here. So 57%, that's my target for efficiency. So let's drop this in here. That'll get us a big boost to the blue. And then we can do that. And this stuff is, we made an episode or two back, right? So I guess the first question I have is, if I speed up this, that definitely worked, right? Sort of. Oh, your energy is dropping. Oh, because this is the only... Right. Okay, so I can fix that. Sort of, kind of. I can absolutely fix that. I just have to figure out how I can fix that. That's going to be tricky. So that at least gets me going with this. How am I going to get this guy? You know what I could do? I can just pick him up and bring him home to the workshop. That's how I can fill him up, just by holding them. Optionally, I can also just probably throw him in here. That would fill him up pretty darn quick, too. And since this thing has a max total of 50, this should be fine. So this will work. Back in a second. All right, there we go. So... you should be getting power. Are you? So there's another problem, is I never hooked you up to power. So there's a power line right here. Now you've got it. Cool. No, actually. You already had it. So why? Aha. I was relying on this power line, which... oh wait, this is set to never output. This is set to... okay, so if I had this set to never output. Ah, now we're talking. Cool. So no, everything's good. Disregard my lies about having done something wrong. Cool. All right, let me let this go. Is that speeding it up? See, I don't know if it's that or the lens that would speed it up, right? But that doesn't seem to be working all that much. We're probably going to want to either find a way to repair this staff, because it only has 2 uses left. I can recycle it, that's about it. Or make a new one, obviously, which, you know, wouldn't be that hard. I might go make a new one off camera while this stuff cooks up. So yeah, let's come back in a minute. Alright, so that should get me what I need. Correct? Potency 3, 65 uses. Nice. Alright, cool. That wasn't so bad. So putting this stuff away, let's pop down. So this thing's making noise because it's trying to run because this thing's pretty low. That means you're done, and you are at 16% purity. Ooh, we're getting low. But I do want to get... My efficiency went over. Oh, okay. Well... I mean, I'll manage. So what gives me just strength again? Was it redstone? Turn you off. Yeah, redstone gave you strength. So I want the strength to get as high as possible. Oh, cap 60. Well, there you go. All right, let's repurify this stuff. So that's working as expected. And the purifier I can speed up. And we'll probably come back in a second here. Oh, that's the valve. It's the purifier we want to speed up. Now we're talking. Yeah, be right back. So by the way, I'm making a second generator block because remember, the generator is a multi-block. It can support up to 10,000 RF a tick. Because I went over on my intended amount of stuff there, oh, you know what I can do now? I can remove this and put this here. That's cool. Nice. So now he should be able to support up to 20,000, which, you know, this liquid will be close to. So repurifying a little bit more. I'd like to get the strength up a little bit higher, and I would definitely like to get the purity up a little bit higher. There we go. Let me see what I can come up with. Alright, so got it up to 70 with the last remaining bit of blaze that I had. That's more efficiency, so that's not really what I want. I want more strength. So, how do we get more strength? So glow, that's just mine, that's not good. That's definitely not good. I don't know why I would want to do that. Cap of 50 on glowstone. Huh. Gas tiers I know is an option, but I really don't want to burn gas tiers on this. But that gives you a strength of 25 up to a cap of 100, so it's pretty good. Remember, that's 25 per like type of liquid, so it's not that much of a boost, but I mean, I could come up with a way to farm gas tiers, right? We still have some gas tiers. Good enough. Let's do it. Nice. Just boost that strength and efficiency up a little bit higher. Then I'm going to want to repurify it and look into getting the purity just a little bit higher. So let's rerun this. Gets up into there. He should already be purifying. We will speed him up by aiming at the purifier. And while that's running, we're going to look at how are we for emeralds? Diamonds. Ender pearls I know can do it. That's a cap of 100 at 2% each. So we have a good number of ender pearls at the moment, and it's easy to get more of those. So I'll say that we can let that run. So I'm going to turn you off. Back in a second when purity's at 85% here, and then we'll basically make our crystal. So I'll probably hit around 90% purity, I'm guessing. Seems like a reasonable number. And 90% will be good for me. I'll take that. It's not 100%, but honestly, I'm not worried about a little bit of, you know, problem down here. That shouldn't be too big of a deal. I guess while I'm here, I should prep the next batch of liquid, but I'll hold off on that for now, probably. I want to get this crystallized, and then we'll have the next batch ready. So that, 90.4. All right, so let's flip it into the crystallizer. So turn off you. We want to crystallize this, so we right-click this guy, and then he starts running. Nice. And we can speed this up, I presume. Yeah, that's definitely going a little bit faster. How much RF per tick is that? 201, that's not terrible. Nice, and I've got a resonating crystal. Very nice. All right, so I'm going to replace this guy. I removed this so that the energy I snagged in here wouldn't all dump. See, it's doing that, and that's not cool. But we can... Now I'm thinking we might need to turn this off and on again. Now we're talking. Nice. What are we getting here? That is 14,000 RF per tick. Very, very cool. What's my radiation looking like outside the room? Not terrible. Now at some point, so what should be happening right now is the workshop is filling up. We can confirm that up here. So he's getting about 8,000. Expected you to be getting more, to be honest, but... Oh, is this left on? That's probably why. So that should be better now. Oh yeah, 13,000. Very cool. And then this one may fill up now, but well, probably not actually. The bottom one should be filling up now. So pretty soon, yeah, there we go. We're at that point now where this one's filling up. Beautiful. So everything's good. We have power once again. So yeah, that was a little bit of a derp on my part leaving that thing running, but now we're cool. So outside radiation around the 2,000 mark, not terrible. And keep in mind this has been running for a little while. 23,000 in here, also not terrible. Totally reasonable. And my automated system that I set up a few episodes back that I've been looking forward to testing worked perfectly. So very excited about that. The only problem is that this thing's totally empty. I don't have the power to run these two machines, but we have a workaround. I might want to do something at some point to make it so that this thing never totally empties. Like I could probably read the redstone amount in here and set a signal and tell it not to output if it drops below like 2 million or something, and then reserve that 2 million for here, but we'll see. So this should be shutting off in a moment. And you're at around 94% usage, a little bit under 95, which is cool. Excellent. Ah, I love automation. All right, the next thing I want to check on while I'm checking on things, let's pop over to Dyer's Quarry and see what kind of trouble we can get into there. So for now, let's clean up some junk I don't need at the moment. Probably also don't need you. Before I teleport, I do have my charged border. Kind of always like to double check that. You never know. Oh, it's dark. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, cool. So that's going well. Might want to let this run for a little bit and see if we get backlogged on anything. mean clay we're dealing with, and everything else we're automatically voiding. I don't know what we're doing with things like diorite, but I think because I did ore dictionary, things like diorite and andesite and this granite stuff should all kind of get voided as well. I suspect. So that's all looking good. Now, if I teleport home, this thing should continue to run, correct? Because... Nice. Okay. The real way to tell is if there's items landing in here. And there doesn't... Okay, yes, we are receiving items. Cool. Good. So we might need to deal with things like limestone. Let's pop into... Anything in miscellaneous showing up yet? That's a problem for us. So... If these guys are increasing... They don't appear to be just yet. But we might want to just add void drawers to them. Building materials. Nothing too crazy in there, it seems. This looks okay. It just needs to be sorted a little bit. So far, so good. Okay. I'm cool with this. So the quarry's running well. Power situation is good. I don't have a lot to complain about right now. This thing's filling up a little bit, but it's fine. See, like, we're getting stuff in here, which tells me that our quarry is operating properly. Even though we're not there. You know what would be nice? Can we make redstone transmitter receiver? This should work across dimensions, right? Give me a stack. Tired of not having torches. So transmitter. Receiver. Transmitter. Channel 5. Channel 5. All right. So let's make... So I'm thinking I should put it up here. Would be a good place. And we will say transmitter. This could go on the wall, but for now, I'll just put it like here. And let's do... Cool. Lever on, quarry on. That'll work. So I'm going to activate that and then teleport to the other dimension. Off. So this should be running now as a result of the redstone receiver. Let's see. So that is active, so that's cool. Okay, so for some reason that being adjacent to the block didn't seem to work, but a redstone dust in between it did. So that's neat. So then if we pop back home, Dun, 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 dun. So we will see items are showing up. Yes. We turn you off. Items no showing up. Nice. That is perfect. And just to confirm, the redstone signal should be off on this side, and then we'll know for sure that everything's working perfectly. Awesome. That is what I want to see. I am quite pleased. How are we doing in terms of destroying of terrain? Yeah, we're doing a good job destroying terrain. Probably too good of a job, but that's okay. All right, back in a minute. All right, guys, the next big hurdle here is to make this guy behave. So we're going to push into here. This guy should start filling up again. I can get the last 3 resonating ore. I derped up a little bit. My quality is just a little bit not perfect because I started melting more of this resonating ore and didn't realize that I was going to run out of lava, and I ran out of lava. So the automation system worked, just I ran out of lava. So we got to fix that. We can't let that happen because that is a bad thing when that happens. So I think we'll be good now. Just a little bit on the low side for quality, but that's okay. So let's get, so if this is the ritual stone, this will be the lava source, this will be the pump. So that works for me. So master ritual stone here. Let me out. Leads to weak activation crystal here. Energy flows through the ritual. Pump goes here. And then we're going to want nothing configured here. We're going to want a geothermal, So what we'll want is, disregard the damage I'm taking. Extract, always active on the lava there. And on the down, we're going to say insert. Then we may need a bucket. One bucket of lava should do. Oh, right, there's one more thing that we need to do here. That should start filling. Beautiful. Now we can put this here. And he should be configured to pull from below. Lava will flow into this guy, which will invariably flow into this guy. And then once this one's full, this one will be full. In theory. Well, this one's going to fill up too. Right, the geothermal will fill up. Then this will fill up. Cool. That works pretty nicely. All right, so the next batch of crystal I make won't be perfectly perfect, but it'll be good enough. Out of curiosity, does that mean I can't get to 85% purity? Let's speed this up a little bit and see if that's true. Suspecting that to be the case. All right, so that's good and done there. So that means we can, and facade. Nice, so that should always be full of lava. Perfect. And you get us to what? I think we can't get to 85% pure if the quality's not there, but I might be wrong. We'll find out in a minute. So yeah, as a result of not being high quality, the purity stopped at 84.4. It's not moving anymore. So I'm just going to adjust this to be 84 and apply it. So that should get the liquid down into here. And then the next batch I make will just be a little bit less pure, but we can still get a decent strength and efficiency from it too. Shouldn't be a problem. Just kind of FYI, right? So we will set this back to 85 and apply. And then that looks good to me. Cool. All right. Nice. All right, we will be back in a minute. So guys, we are actually still burning through all the ore. Like we haven't, okay, we just did. But we still have lots to process in here. So that's kind of a good sign. It tells me that we have a decent amount of ore to cook through. Obviously, we're also cooking up a little bit of cobblestone and a smooth stone. That we may need to, so I'm guessing that's going into here right now. Yeah, we might want to look into getting that into a basic drawer of some kind. But for now, I think we're in pretty good shape. I won't complain too much. So we've got a really good power gen system. I'm trying to think if there's like a better way to automate any more than I already have. But I don't think so. I really don't. I think we're pretty much in the best point we can be. Everything else is going to be somewhat manual. Like, that's going to have to get turned into this manually. There's a little bit of automation we can do with this, but I'll look into maybe automating it further. But for now, I think we're in good shape. The mob prison working beautifully. By the way, now that I turn this on, get a few more blaze rods. 8,000 RF a tick. We can't even keep up. Ha, that's crazy. Out of curiosity, why can't we keep up with 8,000 RF a tick? We should be able to. See, I just swung at that blaze like 6 times and he didn't take damage. So what's up with that? So if we pop down here, this guy's transferring about 5,000 RF a tick. Actually, I think I know what's happening. Maybe. Just doing a little bit of experimenting at the moment. So max output should be 25,000, but you're only doing 5,000. Interesting. Did I run? I did. That's why. 5,120 RF per tick. That's why I can't keep up. I ran tier 2 cabling for these guys. Haha. Well, that's kind of cool. I don't mind limiting that. It just slows down the spawning, and that's okay with me. Cool. So everything is working beautifully. And we can get ourselves decent amounts of blaze rods. Nice. So I got no complaints. I think we're in good shape, guys. What I'm going to do is wrap up the episode here, and we will come back next time to do some more stuff. Basically, let's see. Yeah, this is still now net gain. That's cool. This guy probably didn't drop all that much because we didn't lose the top level. I'd like to find a way to make it that like the top always takes priority over the bottom. So meaning this thing will always empty. And I think that the way it's set up right now with this directly touching the dimensional transceiver being the priority over the pipe running in there. So I just want to make sure that's always the case, but it should be, and that's good for me. So eventually, right, like if we were having a net loss of power because of whatever is running, that crystal gen in the basement won't kick on until the stuff's overwhelmed. So I think that's a good plan. All right, like I said, wrapping up time for the episode. We will come back next time. Hopefully T-Love will be around, and there's a few more new things I'd like to start working on now that we've kind of gotten everything organized. All right, guys, Darryl20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.